Do you ever forget to affirm? And I mean literally, forget to affirm for your desires. As ridiculous as this may sound, it happens. And as with everything in manifestation, this too has a solution. And no, it's not because you're procrastinating. It's not because you have some fear of failure where your mind sabotages your desire, which may be an assumption that you have, but it has nothing to do with this. It's not as mysterious, and neither is the solution, which I am going to share with you in this video. If you need a more personalized help with your manifestations, you can book a one-on-one coaching session with me from the link in the description box below. I will be happy to help you with anything that you are manifesting. You can also join my Master Manifestor Mastermind group. In that case, please send me an email from the booking page from the link in the description box below. And let's talk about this. You may have heard me mention many times that manifestation is a lot about habits, habitual thinking. You replace one habit with another, all in your mind, of course. Your beliefs are habits. Your constant dwelling on something is a habit. Even when you are dwelling on the 3D a lot, that's also a habit. And in manifestation, there's a lot of that. We replace one habit that is not really serving our desire with another habit that is serving our desire. With this, where you forget to affirm, this is also a habit. This may be a desire that you have had for a long time, and maybe you haven't done much about it, not been thinking about it as much lately, and it has become this dormant desire which is in the background. Whenever the topic comes up, you sort of know that you want to manifest this, but even if you decide you are going to manifest this, during the day, the topic simply doesn't come up in your mind and you forget to affirm, which leads to maybe feeling guilty because you wanted to affirm, but you didn't do it. And I know that people say, how can you forget to affirm for something you have a desire for? It happens. It happens. Step 1, don't judge yourself and don't accept anybody else's judgment. Step 2, there's a solution. And if this is you, what I suggest you do is to set alarms during the day, several times preferably, where call the alarm the name of your desire or your affirmation. So when it goes off, you see it, you are reminded of it, and make sure that you affirm. You actually affirm, you repeat the affirmation several times, and you can do the 5 minutes, 10 minutes if you want to, but it's not necessary in this case. The point of this is to make sure you repeat, you remember, which the alarm will help you with. Remember to affirm several times during the day. And what this does is it inevitably starts creating the habit of thinking about your desire. And in this video, we're not going to go in details with thinking of, thinking from. The point of this is to bring the desire to the forefront of your mind so that you actually remember to affirm. Because when you have a desire which you have many negative thoughts about or full obsession, etc., it's quote-unquote easier because it's on your mind all day, even if it's negative, so it reminds you that you have this thing that you're manifesting. When it's not there, it may be in the background, but you're not really aware, you're not going to affirm. So when you create alarms that go off and you affirm, you actually do the work, what it does, it makes your mind go there more often. Do this several times a day for several days in a row. It will take you days. This is not something that you will need to work for forever. After several days of doing this, it needs a bit consistency though. You will notice that your mind brings it up on its own. And then you don't need the alarms unless you want to continue with that. This is the exact same mechanics as with negative thinking. When you have negative thoughts about a topic, many negative thoughts, maybe it's all negative, and you start doing the work and replacing all these negative assumptions with the positive ones with consistency, you create the habit in your mind to think of that topic from a more positive perspective with your affirmations, basically. So at some point, the negative story will fade and the positive story will become the habit. Your mind will just go there automatically because that's what you have done for a period. The same thing applies here. If you keep forgetting to affirm for your desire, when you create these alarms or anything else that might work better for you, you know yourself better, something that reminds you during the day, several times a day, that you have this thing that you are manifesting, so that you actually affirm. Affirming on purpose is going to create that habit, and your mind will start going there on its own. As with everything, manifestation is literally just creating habits. Even when we are replacing a belief is a habitual thinking. The thought that you have been habituated to think over and over again, that has become a belief. When you start thinking the opposite, you replace that belief with the new belief, which serves you better. So do this and let me know in the comments if this happens to you, because this can happen to anyone, and it doesn't mean you don't desire it enough. It doesn't mean you're a bad manifester. As I said earlier in the video, step 1, don't judge yourself. It's okay. Every problem has a solution, always. Especially in manifestation, every single problem you're dealing with has a solution. And this is one. If you have dealt with this and you have found something else to be helpful, please comment down below. It may be helpful for other people who may read your comment. And once again, if you need a more personalized help with your manifestation, you can book a one-on-one coaching session with me from the link in the description box below. I will be happy to help you with anything you are manifesting. You can also join my Master Manifestor Mastermind group. In that case, please send me an email from my booking page listed below, and let's get you on board. Have a beautiful day and see you in the next video.